we're about to go right now. We might be live, but I know on Zoom it went through. All right, so we are officially live. All right. Hello, gentlemen.
What's up?
Okay, so right now we're just doing a random call-in show. It's a little bit late. Yeah, when I was getting off work, Josh hit me up and he's like, "Hey, we gonna do something tonight?" I said, "I guess we are. Let's do this." And the idea that we have right now is to kind of do some match review. I've got a couple matches on queue right now that we can pull up and review. And if anybody, we're not going to be on like all night, so it's going to be first come, first serve. But if anybody wants to drop in, shoot me a message or let us know in the chat. We've got Josh Hutchison in the chat. He says, "Hey guys, come on in, Josh." We got Will Klingman saying, "Finally, hop in, Will." Yeah, if you guys want to jump in, I'll send you the link. I sent you the link, Josh. I'll send you the link as well, Will, if you want to drop in. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out, talk about anything arm wrestling, and look over some matches and pick on people while we're watching those matches. But
is there a way for you to post that link just like on your feed, or no?
Like on the chat feed?
No, like on the Facebook feed or whatever, and then that way, like the people that are watching, if they just want to click in and hop in, is there a way to do that?
I probably could. Do we want to do that?
I know.
Well, I mean, who knows, right? We might break a record. We might have 100 people hop on.
I see. 100 people.
That's why I love you, Josh. Well, many reasons, but yeah, that's definitely one of them. I love that you just want to get everybody in on this, and that is the secret sauce to what we're trying to do. 100%. Absolutely. So let's see. Yeah, we've got a couple people in here. All right, so let's see if they drop in. I'm gonna shoot Will the link. We got Tara Terry. She just messaged me. It looks like she's not going to be able to make it tonight, but shit, maybe I should just put that shit on Facebook. I don't know.
I think it'd be cool. Hey, you look it. We never know until we try it, and if it gets too hectic, then we know not to do it again. But
oh boy, Okay, Josh, co-host, kick things off. Let's talk to some of these guys. We've talked with Caleb before, and we're going to do a little match review with him and chat. But we've got Pablo and Nelson. Pablo Ochoa and Nelson Primo, new to the show. Why don't you kick things off and introduce these guys a little bit?
Cool. Yeah, well, we got Nelson Primo. He's part of the Bay Area Arm Wrestling Squad. Pablo Ochoa also is part of the Bay Area Arm Wrestling Squad up there with Matt Silva and the guys. They both had a match at the North versus South on April 1st. Pablo went against Tony Bushy, who's been in the sport for about 7 years. He came from New York to California last year, and he's been here since. And then Nelson went against OG, who's been in the sport for a long time, Don McClary. And yeah, pretty exciting. Let's start off with Nelson. I was asking you a little bit earlier, how did you feel going into your match? Did you know anything about your opponent, Don? Have you pulled him before?
No, it was fairly new. I didn't know anything about him. So when I went in blindsided.
Were you training at all leading up to it? I mean, how did you feel coming into it? Did you feel healthy and strong? And
I did. So just practice at Matt's house, doing some workout at home. So I felt ready. I was really surprised that I did well with my left, which is not my dominant arm. But it was great. It was good.
Remind me of your score. I don't have everything written down right now. What was the outcome on both hands?
It was 3-2 on my favor.
Okay. Okay.
So if I remember correctly, he took the first match. I took the second. I believe he took the third. And I did take the fourth and fifth.
Okay. So it was
If I remember
definitely a
correctly.
long, hard-fought battle.
He was pretty strong, very strong guy.
Where was he the strongest at when the match started? Where did you feel, were you able to go in your lane, or did you have to switch things up a little bit?
He had I believe I had a better start, a better kick, from the start. At some point he was able to gain control and pull me back. That's where the first match I was not able to contain him. The second match, I believe I did start well, and I was able to pin him. I don't recall much on the third, but on the final match, he was able to bring me all the way down, and I stopped him, and I made some adjustments, moving the elbow, pulling back and forth, and trying to get the control of the hand. And then when I was able to do it, I kind of went back. I pulled him back and was able to pin him. So,
yeah, it was definitely a great win. I've watched some old videos of Don leading up to the North versus South, and he was in some of the first UAL events when Michael Vaz first started, when Eric Wafel was still pulling. So he's definitely been around for a long time, and he was always in the winner's circle. So that was a huge match. Did it feel like more of a win to you, being a super match as opposed to like meeting in a tournament style?
Sure, I would say, yeah. Even though it was my first super match, I was not used to that format. I always, competing the competition format. So it was a learning moment to be able to have multiple matches with the same person and making adjustments, learning on the go and making adjustments to be able to beat your opponent. So that was a great moment for me to be able to learn like quickly, to be able to beat my opponent.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying kind of the same thing, is that after the super match, having a best of 5, that the win feels so much more because you have to try all those different avenues, or if you're only using one lane and you can dominate, the whole time, then it feels like, much more of a satisfying outcome. Mm-hmm. It was a really great match. I was super happy to have you.
Thank you. It was great. I loved the tournament. It was good. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Hey, Nelson. Yeah, we are definitely going to review that match. I think we'll pull it up first because that a match with Don McClary, that's amazing. And you won this match, which is very impressive to me, because now I was kind of trying to get this link out if anybody wanted to join. And by the way, what's up, Josh Hutchinson?
Yeah, what up, bro?
John.
It's John.
I said John, didn't I? Or did I say Don?
You call me Josh more time, I'm gonna beat you and Callie too.
Oh boy. Oh, I got Josh coming for me. John not coming for me.
Here we go.
Long way.
Come on.
I'm just trying to bully him for you, Caleb.
He don't need no help. He's got 38 trophies from his arms.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll get into this in a minute. And what's up, Pablo Ochoa?
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes, I've got your match on deck too. So yeah, let's try and get right into this. Now, when I was trying to get the link out there, Josh, so we've got a Josh and we've got a John on here. So Josh, you said when did you start, Nelson? Arm wrestling? How long ago was it?
That was back 1987 Brazil.
Okay, so you've been around the block then.
Yeah. So I migrated to the United States 1990.
Okay.
So I competed like 2 years, but then I totally lost connection with the group. I came back approximately like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So after 24 years or so.
Wow.
So now just
So very fresh.
getting back to to the grind again.
Right on. Okay, well, let's just pull this up. I'm a little new to this screen sharing thing, but I think I got it down. And Malia even told me how to share the audio. Let's see. There we go. Share.
So, in what you call it?
John, you're part of that Florida and Cali thing, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm pulling
Awesome. Okay, yeah. Where are you pulling out of? Are you from Florida?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, man.
Sizable horsefly out there.
I'll see you down there.
I'm serious.
Definitely come to support and watch the event.
What I-
Okay, can you guys all see this? Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Right? Everything gets to like its max is finished.
Can you guys see what I'm looking at in your Zoom as well?
Yeah.
Awesome, beautiful. Okay, so this is the start of the match. Let me get some volume up here a little bit. This is round one, left-handed. Donna Clary versus Nelson Primo at North versus South, which was April 1st in Bakersfield, California. Here we go.
It's still in that water.
Little wake-up call there.
Promoted on TV.
So what happened there, Nelson? How did you feel in that first round?
Remember Jerry Casper?
Yeah, I was trying to feel his hand and trying to figure out if he was going to come inside or outside.
Probably.
Jerry Casper.
So I kind of
It was called the thing. It was
I didn't have hand control. Totally, I didn't have hand control at all for the first match.
And I'm getting a little background noise from somebody. Anybody talking in the background or anything like that? Let me see. Paulo's on mute, so not you.
It might have been me.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yeah. If you want to talk, Josh, just pull yourself off mute from when you're talking. If there's any background stuff going on out there. Okay. Here we come with round two. We're in the straps. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What happened there, Nelson? What was the adjustment?
I used the latch and drag backwards. So I thought, from the first match, I had to move his arm away from his lock. So I kind of used my lat and drag strength to open up his angle, and that was the adjustment that I did for that match.
It almost looked like you took his hand a little bit too.
Yeah, it was like kind of a movement.
Yeah, your position actually off the go in round one, it looks like the setup was not so good for you.
Right.
You
Yeah.
already looked cocked back a little bit. It looks like he's just about got his cup, or at least you may be outside of your shoulder.
Yeah. See, my shoulders down.
Yep. You're already a little open.
And I didn't move my elbow back to try to drag him.
Right. A good stop though in a horrible position.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not very knuckles high here. You almost look like you're in a low hand.
Yes, he had his hand all the way high.
So
very
his knuckles
high.
up and you're kind of in a low hand top roll. a
Yeah.
little bit? Okay. And then you started, that's Caleb's move right there.
Yeah.
Dragging back on that bottom strap.
Oh yeah.
And but your lat strap is pretty high on your hand to be
Yeah.
getting a piece of your lat there too.
Yeah, it's super high, yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, Don's got his really low.
And
you
I
have a lot
requested to be
more-
low too, but the referee didn't set up the way I wanted.
Right. Yeah, setups are tough. They really are. And kind of getting what you want, and you want to be
Right.
nice to the ref. You don't want to be too mean about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Don had platform shoes on.
Mhm.
Was he sporting them
Yeah.
this one too? All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, straight to the pad. All right, does Don adjust? Nope. Same thing, huh?
Yeah.
There's a little more aggression.
Okay, we got 2-1. Oh, he put a little bit of a stop.
Okay.
And I was trying to move, make do the lat movement back and forth to see if I was able to pull him out of position.
Yeah. What did you feel from him in that round? It almost looked like he was controlling the top end, maybe with these two fingers
Yes,
a little bit.
exactly.
Like you got a little piece of that part.
Right.
Okay, that
I
bone line.
was trying to do the top roll. That's when he was able to block and
Gotcha.
contain that.
Make sure no one's trying to drop in here. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Got it in there.
Yeah, see,
What's that?
he contained my hand right there with those two fingers.
Yeah, those top two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now, did you adjust there for that, or did you just catch him slipping, or what happened?
I just made a little bit of an adjustment on my hand as well.
Uh-huh.
So I was able to put go a little bit higher.
Yeah. Knuckles up.
Yeah, and kind of put a little bit more pressure, like back pressure.
Okay. All right. And this would have been the match here, right? That would have been 3-2.
No, 3-2 will be where I stop him all the way to the very almost pinpoint.
Okay. Oh, here we go. So he kind of almost went for the catch there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is a good round. Oh.
Yeah, so the adjustment and pulling up, that was the adjustment that I made.
Very cool.
That was a very good learning moment for me.
So what's next for you, Nelson? Any
Um,
plans or anything like that for what you're planning on doing next?
I'm planning on going to the LA Fitness competition, Riverside,
Mm.
and I believe I just heard a guy saying that there is a tournament in Sonoma. I believe is that
That's
Sonora.
Sonora. So maybe going to that tournament as well.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah.
You
So
guys got to come out to Anaheim to do the California team championship at the UAL Expo.
August.
That's August. It's
Okay.
going to be awesome. We'd love to see all those yellow jerseys there As many teams as we can get to show up and make this thing big. Bill's excited about it, and we are too.
Yeah, I'll probably just be helping to promote that. Malia's due date for our baby is the end of August. So we're probably going to have to count ourselves out for that. But yeah, it's going to be a big one. And I definitely want to help however I can. But
You'll be there in spirit.
yeah. And Nelson, did that do anything for you in the rankings? The current California rankings this match?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that was a very big statement, you know, that you made with Dawn. So I really hope to see you at some competitions and such.
No, definitely. Thank
forward. You. Let's run this out with these two guys real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's a good match.
This is Santino and Angel.
Yes, Angel and Santino.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got all the hand. And Angel says, "Give me those straps." So what happened? Was that a bad slip or two elbow fouls? What happened? Wait.
What's going on there?
Here we go. Oh, intentional slip, so he lost the point. Okay. They let him have the straps this time.
Oh shit.
Straps did not help. Okay, guys, for when Angel's watching this back, clearly it's Santino, right? You said? Josh is his name?
Santino.
Yeah. Santino. So clearly he had dominant position both in the hand and in the strap. What would you guys, let's start with John. Do you have any advice for Angel where he could have, you know, made some adjustments, maybe in the strap?
Which one's?
Okay, yeah, Angel's in the blue. So he lost round one off an intentional slip, found himself in the straps, coming up right here.
Oh, Jesus.
And we talked before, okay, here's where he's about to get the straps. We talked before North vs. South, and Angel in the blue was telling me he was actually hoping for the straps. That's where he thought he'd be more comfortable with Santino. So I'm curious, maybe what adjustments could have been made for Angel here. He's immediately palm up.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah. The other guy looked too deep around the pronator and just he controls the pronator on him.
Cup? Too much
Yeah,
cup?
that's what I see is a lack of cupping and
Back pressure.
Angel fully relied on just pronating his hand with nothing else kind of behind it. He didn't, you know, try to sink in.
Right.
And they got shut down.
Yeah, I wonder if he was loading at all in the setup, Angel, and with back pressure, if that might have helped him a little bit, you know, to kind of dig in to Santino's fingers before he could get that cup. Yeah, I don't think he was loading. It looked like he just initiated after the go.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Tino's
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty strong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we after pulled a little bit in the after party. I mean, especially for his weight, man. Yeah, I hope that guy never gets into our class or stacks on some weight. He's very strong. Okay, so let's jump into, you still with us, Pablo?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think I've got your match on deck here.
Yeah, my fault the other day came when I was talking. I guess I thought Pablo won the match. Apparently he didn't. which is okay. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I thought that he had beat Tony.
Now, how the hell do I? Oh, there we
Tony's
go.
been in it for like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah. No, I know. I guess I caught like the wrong part of one match, and I was like, "Oh, Pablo's got this." No diss to Tony, because Tony, he comes and practices over here as well. He's cool as heck. They're all cool. But yeah,
Yeah. I was just saying he has the experience on Pablo, and Pablo is still in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, this is the perfect opportunity to break down your match, Pablo, with some other people, some other perceptions. And yeah, I heard you went up against a tough guy, heavier and all that stuff. So you'll be on this table here. So that's where we're going to be watching. Hopefully we'll get a good enough view of what's going on. Before we hop into it, before we lose too much track of the chat, we do have a few people in here. Benjimac is here. He says, yo, yo. We got the Grizzly, Mr. Casey Stevens is in the chat. He says, Josh, a lot of background noise, homie. You resolve that though. And we've got Little Bear, we got Grace in the chat saying, hey, I'm at the gym or else I would have joined. I'm here to listen. And yeah, I sent her the link, was hoping to get her in. Grizzly says, Casey, if you click the gear on the bottom right, you can control playback speed. Ooh, we're stepping into the future here. I love it. Now, do I have to like move this little guy? Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. I love it. Okay, cool. And we've got
you can play it in slow-mo.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we got Grace Barrigan saying, Tara, saying what's up to Tara. Tara says, hey, Grace. All right. Well, you guys should say hi in here. And let's see, we got Jake Collins saying, Nelson, one of the strongest hands in the game. Love you, bro. Yeah, very, very nice words there. We got the Caribbean. Yes, we've got the Caribbean Bull. Hi, bros. Josh, remind me who the Caribbean Bull is again.
That's Goyo from
from
Santa Maria, originally from Venezuela. But yeah.
He is an absolute beast. Yeah. I had fun
Great
hanging out with him.
Dude, his spirit is amazing.
Yeah. It just makes you happy. Like even when you're like around him or he starts talking, I just get happy. Jake Collins says, I can't 100%. Wait. Yeah. Jake Collins says, I can't wait to witness the rise of Pablo. Okay. All right.
I'm telling you.
It's coming.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Pablo is incredibly strong. Before the chat, this live stream, he was telling me you're coming up on your 1-year anniversary, right?
Yeah. The next Apricot Festival will be my 1 year. So it's going to be coming up in a couple of months, I think, a month and a half, maybe.
Oh yeah. That's unbelievable. After polling at North versus South, I mean, yeah, year 2 for you is going to be scary for a lot of people. You're very talented, very strong.
Thank you.
Let's dig into this. Casey, the wizard. So you taught us how to slow-mo. If you have any suggestions on zooming in, maybe even that would be great, unless one of you guys knows. Since we got the 2 tables, it might be a little far away, but we'll see how it goes.
Aaron and Scott over here in the straps.
So there's Pablo in the yellow chalking up. And then his opponent is this giant with the gray tank top and sunglasses.
Damn.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds we actually got slips, so we ended up in the strap for the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
Can't even see hand positioning, really.
Well,
okay, I saw that.
Yeah.
Tony's holding on a little too much.
Definitely. And your opponent's name is what again?
Tony Bushy.
Tony Bushy. Okay, he looks very strong. It looks like he's also got height on you too. It looked like right from the setup, he had height position on you. And what Caleb said, I'm gonna agree that maybe, did you feel like you were holding on a little bit from the setup to the go?
I was trying to get more into like a neutral grip, to not give anything away. But definitely I did hold on a little bit too long, which is where I went for the slip right there a little bit after I kind of realized.
Yeah, he might just have an extremely long arm. I'm not sure, but I definitely have a shorter arm than most of my opponents, or at least the ones that are real competitive with me. And yeah, for me, the only route is either being really strong here for the knuckles up, when they have that height to, to be able to control back pressure or something, or what Caleb's talking about, and not holding on. Gives you the opportunity to regrip real fast.
Yeah.
And you'll be a little faster off the start too. Not holding on or loading or anything like that. When he says go, get those fast twitch fibers going. All right, so we're gonna end up in the straps here.
Red table, Aaron and Scott win.
What are you thinking in the straps here? What's your plan that you're thinking here?
I honestly didn't really have a plan, for the most part. Like, I really didn't know much about Tony. I still really don't have a move or a certain, game plan going in. It was kind of just seeing what I felt on the table and just kind of reacting to whatever I would feel, any kind of pressures or anything he was giving me at that point.
Yeah, here Alan Fisher's really good with that, just kind of responding to what he feels in the setup very quickly.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Okay, Pablo.
Looking way better in the straps.
Now you
but
see
he's
why
getting
I
the
thought he
shoulder.
won the match.
Yeah. No, I definitely, it was definitely inexperience and running out of real estate, to where I got myself into a position to where I'd know where to go, and I give him kind of set up and get his shoulder behind his hand.
Wait,
Yeah.
you overpronated.
Yeah.
And fuck it, I'll say it. You should have fouled, bro, to get a restart.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
But
Yeah, the more times you can make that guy, he's bigger than you, the more times you can make him start, gas him out just a little bit more. Because it looked like you had the jump and you had a good hit.
Yeah. No, it's one of my better hits that I've had in competition for sure. I felt comfortable up until where I saw him kind of start rotating behind his hand. I kind of figured out I was getting in a bad spot. And at that point, like, I'll talk it up to inexperience, kind of didn't know where to go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, really, really good comments on this so far. I want to see that hit in slow motion, but from what I could tell in the faster speed, you did everything, it seems, right, to gain control off the start. Caleb put it as overpronating, and I think that was part of it. I think you rushed the pin a little bit, and that can also translate to overpronating as well, because usually you finish with a pronation.
hey,
but you're out here still giving him the opportunity to stay tight and get his shoulder in. But if you took that control and stayed right here and kept him out of the shoulder, I don't think he would have come back from that at all.
Yeah, that's perfect. But he'll kind of give it to you, though. The dynamic of that particular puller, Tony, he's kind of like Benji in that aspect, where he'll kind of give you the wrist, So just like you said, yeah, if you keep him out of the shoulder, that's perfect. Yeah.
That's okay. So let's play this back. Just that initial hit and where you start separating. And turn down that funky sound.
Yeah, he was loading up right there already too.
Yeah.
Did you load back?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I felt comfortable where my hand was, and I have sometimes a little too much confidence in my arm strength to where I know if he would have gone straight back and I would have just kind of set in there, he was going to separate himself, which is kind of what happened.
Right.
So I mean, I do have that confidence in my hand and arm strength now. But it's just the finishing, that last quarter of the way down right there, last couple inches actually.
Yeah, even watching this thing, I mean, it speaks volumes to, Pablo's strength and how far he's came in the year that he's been in the sport.
Yeah.
I mean, to have a match like that with a guy who's, a weight class above you and probably has, 40 pounds at least or whatever on you, is a big deal, because it looks like watching it from here that there's a couple adjustments that could have been made and the match could have went the other way.
Tara's in the chat. She said, "Thank you so much, Kane, for pronouncing my name right." I guess that's gonna start being my thing. I can't get people's names right.
Jeez.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, I believe her name it's Tara, right? Tara.
So she's actually being sarcastic. Great.
No. I think she's being serious. I think.
Oh, is she?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I just seen from if you look at her profile page, it shows like the pronunciation. Yeah, it shows like how to say it.
Oh, okay. Then maybe she is.
Yeah, and
The phonetics or whatever.
It says TAW. Yeah.
TAW.
Tawara.
What do you mean TAW?
Like if you look at it shows her name spelled TARA, and then under it in parentheses it says like on how to pronounce it, it says TAW dash like RAH or something. So it's like Tara, like kind of. Because like RAW is raw.
Tara.
TAW would be like raw,
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad, Josh.
Tara says, "Thank you, Caleb." And Tara, where are you from? Now that we're Instagram friends, I noticed some of your cool forestry photos and stuff like that. What are you, like NorCal or Alaska, Canada? Where are you at?
Cali now, but
okay. Yeah, it looks cool up there. All right, so let's bring this back to regular speed and check in on what would we be on round 3 by now. We got
Two.
It's 2-0 right now, right?
Right there, that was a first round, so that's 0-1 right there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where's my little gear? There's my gear. Okay, playback speed and normal. Okay, Tara says originally NorCal, but now in Alaska. Hell yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah, I would love to go to Alaska and fish and hunt and do all that stuff. Okay, so what was your thought process here?
Right there,
He's got one on you. What's happening in your mind right now?
I was pretty happy with the overall setup. I got where I wanted to go. So I didn't really feel like I needed to make any changes in my setup or anything like that. I was just kind of trying to focus on, the actual finish. I know I could have gotten it there. It was just getting those last few inches.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like your hand position, but you do look cocked back. Maybe a little better now. Okay. All right.
I think I elbow fouled right there on that one. Hopped up a little bit. I was just trying to get really high as fast as I could as soon as, they'll get me to go.
There we go. Pablo and Tony.
Yeah, see, I noticed that in the last one where even you got hand position on that last round. yeah, part of your entire body motion in that hit is dropping like immediately,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I've only been in this game 3.5 years myself, but that is something that I did a lot. And it took a little bit of both in the gym with the cables and the handles, but also on the table with, you know, my teammates and stuff, practicing that same thing above my hand, tall, and keeping it with me. And especially if there's a stop, not, you know, doing this. If it stops, you know, reform in the training, the practice, and doing that thousands and thousands of times, it really does translate. I think you'll be a lot stronger and more secure off your hits, because clearly you've got I remember after playing, you've got a great hand, you've got a great arm, but you've also got access to all of this down here. You got your lat, you got your side pressure, your pec connection, your shoulder. And by immediately diving down there, you're pretty much saying, I'm going to leave this to my arm, you know,
Right.
for the most part, in my hand.
Yeah, so we end up getting the slip on this one right here too. Yeah, and I definitely feel more comfortable, definitely feel stronger when it comes to the strap, you know, because I am, you know, I don't have to think about accessing, you know, my back or a lat or anything. It's there for you already, you know, so I do feel a lot stronger, a lot more comfortable in the strap.
You and Don McClary, right hand. Don, are you okay with that? You and Ronnie, right hand, to replace your.
Oh, you're staying tight there. I like it. Starting to want to separate a little bit, but you're still in there. Oh.
Yeah, I felt him wanting to surge right there, you know, and I took his hand. But then the same thing, you know, I just kind of lost that separation right there, and I just ducked down.
It's like Tony's giving up his hand. Pablo's willing to take it.
Yeah, what you really need right there is side pressure when his shoulder's starting to get in there, and it's real tough from the separated position.
At that point, my arm was ready gassed too, you know, especially with those 20-second breaks. You know, it was a lot to hold on to Tony. He's a strong guy.
Well, Mika's christening you with some golden information here. I'd love to know what
shout out
that was.
to Mika. I wasn't able to put in to practice what he kind of advised me. You know, he kind of advised me to, you know, to jump inside, you know, get into a hook. I still don't feel comfortable in a hook. I haven't practiced it enough. You know, but yeah, no, he was there. I think the round before too, he kind of got in my ear a little bit to kind of give me some pointers. So shout out to Mika for doing that. Absolutely.
Right on. I think you could have got him in a hook too, because he kind of has a tendency to separate, or he wants to get his shoulder in. And at least with a hook, especially if you're thinking about that shoulder, sometimes I'll just watch the shoulder on the start. If it's a guy like him, and all my focus is get his hand here, you know, boom, you know, and by watching the shoulder, you can, instead of watching the hand, you can see what that shoulder is doing off the start. And that's all you have to beat is get that there. I think you would have had maybe had him in the hook, but I get it if it's not something you're working on. But that also definitely translated to a tighter position. The good news is with all this, I mean, those are such little things. They're such little things that cost you that match. There was so many things that I think you have going for you that could have come out on top in that match. And even the rounds that you lost, the way you can kind of interpret it is you held in there against a much bigger guy with mostly just your hand and your arm, like mostly just those. And once you start tying everything else in together, I mean, you're multiplying strength and application so much.
I got Big Papa Matt in there, you know, giving me some advice too. Shout out to Matt.
Yeah. two badasses that wanted to get in there and help you out, man. That's pretty cool.
It's great. You know, the whole arm wrestling community, you know, it's just everyone wants to help everybody up until you get onto the table with them, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, they'll show you where you're weak for sure. They'll exploit you on the table.
Hey, Pablo, does he really make you call him Big Papa?
He does. I got signed written consent from him to call him that. Yeah, that last round, I was gassed ready, you know, so Tony had his way with me pretty fast on that one out of the strap.
Tony has endurance, bro, even for a big guy.
Yeah. No, it is. It's up there.
Yeah, we have Spencer. I'm gonna say his last name wrong. Payapoa.
Papao. Papao, yeah.
Ooh, man, that's a perfect arm wrestling.
Actually, Spencer, he's the first one that knocked me out of a competition at the Apricot Festival last year. I was actually in the super heavyweights. I was weighing about 245. You know, I was in Matt Silva's weight class, Spencer Papao's.
Oh boy,
Travis Dinsmore. So my two losses were Travis Dinsmore and Spencer Papao. So they gave me a rude awakening of to the levels, you know, of arm wrestling. So I definitely am not going to be going back into that weight class at all. It was just too big. You know, I'm trying to get out of Nelson's weight class, but you know, everywhere I run, you know, there's issues I run into with too strong of people being in there.
Yeah, Spencer says, shout out to Pablo G. Told you, don't let Bullsy get in there.
Yeah, he did tell me that. He told me not to let Tony get his shoulder behind his hand.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So they call him Bullsy?
I guess, yeah.
Maybe he meant all of us arm wrestlers have fat thumbs. I think he was going for the H there.
Probably.
Caught an L. Okay, so Caleb, we can you still, what are you thinking? Do the Zach match, or are you thinking do the round around? And also, which one is going to give the least information to John?
Probably the Zach match, probably.
What'd you say, John?
I've already watched it.
You've already watched it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course you have.
Yeah.
I've already seen it.
I had to scope out and see what was going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Zach beast. Yeah, we can watch the Zach one.
Okay. Yeah, Zach is so strong, and well, you guys are just such a great match. I think your styles
I think
definitely conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be on Armtube. Just got to get this stupid thing to go back up.
Yeah, he's a beast, though. I'm not going arm to arm with him.
Yeah,
You know?
it's crazy. It really is, especially for his size. Both arms it is, but that left is super nuts, and he's very fast. He really is. You didn't let him access that very much. It seemed like, but when he has the opportunity to get in here, oh man, it's so quick.
Okay.
Heck no.
Hey, yeah, I don't go arm to arm with nobody.
Like, I'll pull out a, you know, like sometimes I'll pull out a little something, but
Yeah.
no, I rather just top roll. That's my
That's
my shit right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Top roll. I had Kane makes me go in a little bit, but
Sometimes you have to come up, here instead of here. But
oh yeah, I can't wait, man. You better be training, bro.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, on paper it makes no sense, but I told John, like, one of these days I want to match with him. He's got all the wins over there on the east side with people, I think, more than me, especially in terms of rankings and stuff. But I just like your style, John. I like your style of arm wrestling. And the only problem is right now you're more comfortable lefty, right?
Yeah, my left is like a lot better than my right is.
See, I'm the opposite. That's where it would be a problem. But Caleb's left is really, really good though.
I'm pretty balanced. My right is I'll say my right's a little stronger, but I'm pretty balanced.
Yeah.
To where like it's hard to tell the difference, but I need to work on my.
You're going to tell a difference between my left and my right. It's just my right is a little freaky in other ways, but my left is yeah. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That face, Caleb. That face. I swear,
if John's gonna be looking at, bro.
I don't even look at your face when we're in a match. Like if I did, I'd just be like, "All right, you can take my hand, man. You're way too pumped for this."
He goes through every emotion before the go.
I'm
Zach,
just telling
look, so
ready.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, start that real quick. Start that, and then I'll say what I was gonna say.
Okay, we got a slip.
Damn, we're hella slow motion.
Yeah, what do you want to play that back, or what were you feeling there?
So I'll say this, completely transparent. He did the right things. Like he kept his hand high. He posted up really high. You could argue that I was under him. He did very well. But I was able to get the slip legitimately. I guess you could say they took it to the straps. So. And that's all I wanted, bro. I live in the straps, dude. I was telling John, I told him straight up, bro, I need to work on my out of the strap game. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I'm going to try one slip with you and see what happens, because I know it's going to slip. And then we'll probably be in the strap every match. And I'm okay with that.
I want to, you know what I mean? We're trying to have a war. I'm like, fuck, dude, we're not going to have a war if there's no straps. Fuck.
Yeah. If I'm just crushing you outside the strap every match,
You better hope, dude. Fuck. How tall are you? What's that arm like?
Me, 6'4".
Oh shit.
No, I'm kidding, bro. I'm only 5'10". Nah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck.
I was like, damn.
Come on, John. If you're gonna go big, just say like 6'8" or 6'9" or something like that.
Hey, it's hard top rolling that.
Hey, for a 5'10" guy, but I do have pretty long arms, but I imagine your arms a little longer.
Yeah. I'm barely like an inch or two. I'm 5'11", 6 foot if I'm wearing big shoes.
I've been thinking you as 6 foot. That's how I've been thinking of it in my head. So
yeah, it's about 6 foot with shoes. With shoes on.
6 foot, long arm and a very long hand.
Oh, alien fingers and shit.
Yeah. Plenty more to roll around.
Yeah, we'll see. We stack up pretty good.
West Coast Arm Wrestling says, "What's up, y'all?" And we got Tara Terry says, lefty power. I'm right-handed, but power with my left. That is an interesting thing with people, how each arm is, more skilled at certain things. Yeah.
My left is way stronger.
Your left arm or your left hand?
My left hand, arm, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
But do you write with your right hand though? Like you write your name?
Okay, that's kind of weird though. Like, people usually with their offhand, they're maybe more connected, but at least their hand is not as good as the hand that they do stuff with.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
my right arm is so much stronger than my left arm, but my left arm is the technical one, right? So my right arm is a one-trick pony right now. But it's a good trick, though.
It's a really good trick.
Yeah, John, I think you were telling me you injured your right pretty early on, even coming into the sport. I did the same exact thing, but except my right was my dominant, and I did that, I think, jumping into the open class too early. And the first tournament, I decided to go into the open class for was the Alan Fisher Invitational. It wasn't just open class, it was open weight class where, yeah, the super heavyweights and you all met in the middle. And so by the time I got to like the 200 something, the dude just injured my wrist so bad. Like it was horrible. I mean, it put me down for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And that put some weird stuff in my head. I started thinking at some point, oh, my off arm is way stronger and stuff like that. And then something happened where they just started switching. And now, yeah,
because my right arm, I strained some tendons in my right arm. I don't know what the heck happened, but I went like 4 months. I couldn't curl 20 pounds for like 3 reps. It was that bad. I couldn't do anything. So I didn't train it. I quit training it, just let it sit there. And I just started pulling with it again like a month and a half ago. I jumped in the tournament and I had one practice. I pulled like 3 times. I was like, wow, I don't hurt that bad. I showed it to the tournament and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. So I jumped in. I didn't do great, but I was more trying to just hold and see if my arm would hold up.
right.
And the last time I was in, I actually tried. And there's one dude that just crushed me. I beat him left-handed like pretty good, but the right, I got smoked. But there's definitely a difference between these 2 arms for sure. The left arm's definitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with injuries, it's tough. I like different people have different methods, like stay off it completely. But the majority of the people I talk to, including my own case, it's never helped. At least a lot of people, it doesn't help. And the human body and mind connection is really skilled at avoiding that spot, even if you're not like thinking about it, wherever that injury is. And it's a good thing, because if you keep practice pulling or even competing and you're conscious of it, you end up strengthening those other areas. But I think it also still gets the blood where it needs to be to actually heal it faster.
The biggest problem though is that I ended up going to the doctor because I sprained the tendons in these 2 fingers here. So I was trying to go in everything like this, and I was like trying to like, I don't know, help buddy hook and do stupid shit. And then next thing you know, I couldn't straighten my right arm for almost 3 months because I felt like it was going to tear my bicep off the bone. It was so I couldn't do nothing with it. Even pronating hurt, any type of back pressure, all I could do was just like grip stuff.
So it was all the way down the ulnar side.
Oh yeah,
inner elbow. Yeah, that's rough.
Top side arm would go to like the right here, and that's it. Like it was like from here on, it felt like it was going to tear the bicep off the bone. It was so bad. I was getting cupping done and deep tissue stuff done and work, and they just eventually I was like, look at healed all of a sudden in like a 2-day period. It went from hell for like 3 months to I can almost deal with that. I still don't train it the same way I do my left. I can't. I do like half with my right as I do my left, but it's pretty good. It'll be a fun one. It's talented. This is a talented arm compared to my left. My left is a one-trick pony, but it's very good in that area. My right can do pretty much anything. So,
okay, that's good. That's good.
Hook, press, top roll, low hand, high five you, whatever you want to do, we can do it.
Very cool.
On the left, it's gonna be very simple. It happens. It's gonna be there's like one option, but it's
you're gonna be flopping, bro. You're gonna find a new move.
Nah, I don't flop left hand. I'm gonna crumble. But right hand, we're gonna have fun. Left hand, it ain't gonna be the same thing. I promise.
I love that we got you both in here. This is awesome. This is so good. Bro.
I'm getting heavier too.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. That's gonna be a big ass Caleb.
I'm getting heavier shit.
Hey, he gonna show just like bam, just
I was like 166, 167. I'm trying to get it back up.
Yeah, hey, I've been eating up my ass off, and I was 173.8 this morning. I'm like, come on, man, you're bigger than that. I don't know. That's it. I'll probably like 175 the day of. I don't know, because I'm driving out there. I ain't flying. I'm taking my family, and I'm spending like a week driving out there, checking shit out. I'm gonna hang out like 2 days out there.
Yeah.
We're on pool. We're going to party. I'm gonna head out the next day and just haul ass back. But so I'm hoping I'll wait on the trip. I'm hitting the jump rope or something on the way. But I'll probably take 1.5. I don't cut weight for tournaments or nothing like that. I don't feel a need to. I don't make money doing it yet, so I don't have to.
No, I heard that. I hear you. Yeah, no, I feel good. I don't got anything coming up until then. I got some practices and shit. I don't know when I'm gonna cut it off, taper.
Yeah. I got to practice this weekend and probably next weekend, but then I'm depends on how my elbow is doing, because since the last tournament, man, I freaking got my ass whooped left-handed. Like, I did really well, but the overall with Brad Grundy, Chance Shaw, and all them, I loved them. And like my arm won't close all the way now and stuff. It's like really irritating me. So I'm probably gonna give it a couple weeks to heal up, because with your speed, I have to be very careful of how good my elbow is. Because
heal up, big dog.
Yeah, I gotta look at you, blow you a kiss, pin you a couple times, and then we'll have fun. But I'm
hell no.
Careful of that left hand, I'm telling you.
I'm be like,
man,
one more year.
I wish I was gonna get to be there for this match. This is gonna be really good. Yeah, now that Trent Johns had to back out for an injury.
He tore in like the top of his tricep last tournament.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it's really shitty for him. He's upset. I mean, yeah, it's probably good for him to get back to what he was trying to do and just, fix his setup and, get going the way he was doing. But we got Austin Jennings come out, and he's been looking pretty handed.
Yeah,
but he's
we'll
coming
see
out to
for
the
sure.
LA thing?
Yeah, he's been there pulling. He's Gabriel, what's his name?
Oh, Young.
Oh, Gabe Young. Oh man,
yeah. Big ass dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
he's pulling Gabe Young.
It's a tall order for Austin, but
it's a tall order for him. But he just beat Michael Newman down here in Florida for the number 14 spot in the nation in the hook rankings, and he looked really good. And then he that Heath Christie guy 3-0 yesterday, left-handed.
Well, all I know about Austin is at the last weight I pulled him at, he was very strong for his weight. So if he's heavier now and he's making gains, then who knows?
Like or something now.
Yeah,
he was smaller before and he's getting it, but hey, I like him because he's kind of a savage. Like, he just dives in and he don't give a damn, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You gotta love people that will commit, and that dude commits. He committed on me, and I kind of like in overalls, and I was like holding him there. I'm like, dude, that's pretty epic. And then I pinned him, but I was like, that's pretty good, dude.
He'll go for it for sure. Absolutely. He'll just throw that shoulder in and go in.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I like him in general. And we hung out in Tulsa with him at the after party a year ago, and great couple of people. I enjoyed hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And before we jump back into this match, we've got a couple more chats. Tara says, let's see. She said, we will soon. I can't get my Zoom to download. Otherwise, I join. Does anybody did you have any trouble downloading your Zoom?
If she copies the link instead of going to launch meeting, if you copy the link and then put it on Google Chrome and you paste it there, it usually works, because that's how I have to do it to get it. Because if I go to Zoom, it don't work. Or if I go to launch meeting, it don't work. So if I go and I copy the link and I go to Google Chrome and I copy it to the browser up top, it'll usually let me join. That's how I have to do it.
That's exactly how I had to do it the last couple of times. Copy and paste for sure.
And she also said, that is good advice. But the only thing I can't know for sure is if she's talking about the actual app, downloading Zoom first before clicking on the link, or if the link's not working for her. So please specify there and try again. And also, it looks like I was saying her name right in the first place. I got a name right. So you were right, Caleb. It's Tara.
Name right. Josh.
It's Tara. Say it like Tara.
I guess I was talking out of my neck. I don't know what the pronunciation thing is for then on the page.
And well, And
Yeah,
it's perfect this
Tara.
way because it's got
Maybe
the
I
right
can't
ring.
read.
Tara Terry. That's an arm wrestler's name right there. I like it. And we got Will Klingman saying, I want some. Could you be talking about Josh Hutchison? Will
You mean
Klingman?
John.
God, why do I keep doing that? Josh is,
Bro.
we have to like erase our friendship here. So I stop having your name in my head here when I'm talking on this.
Hey, go start a live up. I'll join you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk shit on there.
I'll just say, Josh, which name am I thinking of here? And then you can say the name. We've got, okay, so yeah, Tara is talking about the app, that she's having trouble downloading the app itself. Can't figure out why, you'd have trouble. Malia, did you ever have trouble downloading the Zoom app? Are you doing it on a laptop or a phone? Oh, wait, we did it off of a browser.
I love how we have like tech support-esque conversations going on like throughout all these podcasts. It's so funny.
This is how you play back in slow-mo. We're learning so much together.
Yeah, it's awesome. That shows how community, the common unity of arm wrestling, everybody's getting involved in some aspect.
Yeah. I remember when we first started trying to do these live streams, like I had to do like 5 failed attempts to like finally get it right.
Yeah.
Do all kinds of tests and stuff. Yeah, the first one, it was just you and a black screen with my voice.
Right. That was interesting.
And we were supposed to have like 4 people on.
I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah.
It's worked out.
My phone is
better. So
Tara says y'all are cracking me up. So Tara, you might want to try, if you have a laptop that you can go live on with us, sometimes that works better for, or maybe you can do it from your phone. I think the biggest difference is it might help to go on your browser, your internet browser, to download the app rather than going to your app store and doing it directly. I could be wrong. Is that what you were talking about, babe? Like doing it from the internet browser?
There's an option to just like,
Okay. Yeah. Oh, without her even having to install the app at all? Okay. Yeah, I thought I've done that before for music stuff in the past, Tara. You might be able to just take the link, not even worry about installing the app. Go to the link that I sent you on Instagram, click the link, and it should give you the option to just open your Zoom on your internet browser that you already have installed on your phone or whatever without having to even install Zoom. But you might, once you get in there, you might have to like adjust your display name and stuff. It might just have like iPhone or something like that showing.
Yeah, I had better luck doing that on Google Chrome than I did Safari or anything like that.
Good to know. Okay.
Yep. But hey,
Well,
I'm gonna have to. But it was good seeing you guys.
All right, you too, John. Good to see you, John.
You can.
All right, brother.
all right, buddy.
See you, buddy. See you guys.
all right, bro.
Yep.
Pop in over here. Not right now.
Dude,
I
my
don't know.
phone's dying too, man.
Okay, let's finish this match here.
That would be 2 fouls all over here. Both you guys got a foul.
Okay, straps are on.
A lot of shenanigans going on here.
Oh.
You got to tell me who slipped on that one. That was too fast to tell. Were you trying to get the straps?
Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I slipped on that one.
All right, here we go. Ooh, that little secondary.
But I came off the back though.
I just gotta see that again here. All right. All right, here we go.
Damn, I'm hella
Barely
off.
came off. You barely came off.
And normally you'd peel right through those bottom two fingers, Caleb, with that low hand, but he actually still had pretty good position. He still had his cup initiated. Was really impressive about that. You just kind of exploded right right through his elbow on that.
That's what I was gonna kind of say, like not the exploding through elbow part, but more so like he kind of had a good cup,
Yeah.
Like I didn't fully. So it's funny. Quick little rant. I had this debate with a coworker. He arm wrestles. It's my Vadim. You know exactly who it is. He's not my coworker. He's my fucking boss. But anyways, the point I'm trying to say is I had this big debate about him saying that I didn't top roll him because his wrist didn't go back. You get me? But I was saying, no, I still top roll him because I'm still pronating. I'm not supinating through him. Like I'm not going through him per se. I'm still pronating through. Like you saw like with Zach right there, like even though he still had his cup, to me, in my opinion, I still top rolled him. But no, his wrist didn't go back. Like I didn't completely, fold his wrist back. No, I didn't. But I still top rolled him though. And what would you guys say on that? Like what would you say? Like in that discussion, like did I top roll him per se, or did I like? Was it more of like an inside dragging with a little bit of pronation? Or
that's a really interesting question, because you're basically proposing the idea that like does a top roll dictate having to take someone's hand and
right.
fold their wrist back?
Exactly. And I don't think it does. I don't think that's what a top roll means. I don't think so.
Right, because your motion was still going for the top roll. He just still had his hand and his wrist.
Because think about it, I'm still pronating. I'm still actively pronating. At never one point in time did I supinate into his hand. I never did.
Well, there's one question between what you were consciously intending to do, and if that was your conscious intent and your movement through,
right.
From the beginning to the end, then it would, I guess, be a top roll. But to me, in the traditional sense, if you guys are both, hand to hand, but you're just up high, you're kind of in the position of a high hook. But for me, if I was in that position and I wanted to say like I was trying to high hook, I would more than likely be there, but also trying to maybe go a little bit more sideways and tight.
Yeah.
But I feel like that added ingredient of just trying to come back, even if he still has his hand. But yeah, I don't really know. And you're one of those guys though, too, that's really good in that range between high hook and top roll. And the thing that I think is really helpful about a high hook, I've heard Derek say that the high hook is the ultimate move in arm wrestling. Right. And that's because it has the most options. So if you commit to a full top roll in a match, you better hope that top roll is going to work, because if you get turned palm up, you're kind of screwed unless you've just got a ridiculous bicep that's going to reel it back. But ideally, that's not an ideal position that you want to be in. Right. If you dedicate yourself to a deep hook, you're still being compromised to other things. But if you're good and proficient in the high hook, you're left options. If you need to kind of peel out, you can. If you need to go in a little more, you can. There's a lot more options for adjustment.
Yeah, 100%. It's that sweet spot.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Sweet spot. I felt like I had it right there. I was surprised. I surprised myself.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna have a grinder there, but those damn elbow fouls, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so look. You want to know my thought process right there? Is wow, I was in a really bad position right there.
You were not happy.
Yeah, I was not happy with that position, but I don't know, man. He just couldn't keep his elbow down, and it kind of like was my saving grace, so to speak. I'm saying in that particular start, because the start before previously, I felt really good. Like they could have let it go, and I felt really, really good. But right there, man, like wow, I didn't feel like I had it. there.
Now, do you think he did something different or you did something wrong to end up there?
I think a little bit of both. I think he was a little more faster and I wasn't as fast as I was. I think he initiated a little bit. He exploded on me a little bit more quicker, and I just didn't. I don't know. I could say he beat me a little bit. He moved first. He started first a little bit more.
That changes a lot for sure.
It really, and not saying he false started. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he got where he wanted to be before I could. Yeah.
But it looks like his hand is all the way up too.
Very high knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to do with me, but you're not supposed to shoot down. When you go high up knuckles, you want to go back,
right,
up and back with me. And then people, they think to themselves, they're like, he's top rolling, so I'm not going to top roll him. I'm going to try to chop down on his pronator, get him on his bicep, right? Because he's a top roller, he has no bicep. But no, if I'm pulling under with my lat, pulling back, then you automatically want to stay high knuckle and top roll, because you're automatically above me if you're posting and I'm using my low hand, So.
Yeah, you're a hooker's nightmare because, when you got this, they can't on this, they can't get purchased. So you're just going to peel right out of that. Yeah, it looked like even like in the setup, he was really loading that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He had a good one right there. He had a really good, see that? He has a really good position. Wow, I would have let that one go. Wow, that was very minuscule.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I would have liked to see that play out for sure.
I told him straight up, man, because I like Zach, bro. We've had this rivalry for like 3 years. You know this, Kane. You were there at our first ever super match, and I told him, I'm like, bro, I didn't want it to end like this, bro.
Yeah, you didn't look happy about how it ended for sure.
I was like, wow. Ooh. Oh, man.
Another slip, going to the straps.
Yep. Oh, I think it was a jump start. That was a little exchange there.
Elbow jumped.
Dang.
Yeah, he's all the way off the front. God, and was he already started front of the pad there?
I guess he was just really trying to like chase me, I guess.
I want to see his setup position. Yeah, you can't really see it.
He looked good there. I mean,
yeah, he's all the way forward. No, he slid forward. He was tracking you. Yep. He just went too far. Yeah, it's hard to say. I could be completely wrong about this, but it almost seems like the difference between that and that one round where he had that one start where he had a stop was that he seemed like he was a little bit more fortified off the start and loaded, with high knuckle position and everything. And in this one, it almost seemed like he tried to track with you forward and kind of catch you. And you're a rough person to catch. That's definitely elbow foul territory, because you have a lot of explosiveness. There's certain guys I think that would work with to track, but again, I could be totally wrong about that, but it seemed like maybe that might have been the difference in the start where he was.
Yeah, he
doing
shot
pretty good.
a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
and that's
gives you a little bit too.
It gives me a lot more to pronate with.
Well, let's see. In the chat, let's see. Tara says, I have no idea. I was trying my phone. Y'all cracking me up. I'm typing on my laptop, so I'll try it. I tried that too, and it doesn't go anywhere. And John, it's actually midnight for him where he's at. He's still kind of watching right now, but good on you, John. Thanks for staying up late for us and hanging out. Oh shit, we got Castle Kingside in here. Shout out to everyone here. What's up, Kane? Castle, have any of you guys met Castle before?
Castle?
Have not.
Yeah,
What,
he's
Castle?
he's one of Derek's friends. I think they like work together a little bit. But he's this massive dude, and he's got a cool channel on YouTube. Check him out, Castle Kingside. He's a character. Yeah, like he's so strong. He's been to a few practices, but he needs to keep coming out. He's got massive potential. He's just a very, very large frame dude. But the funniest part about him, the dude can sing. Yeah, we need. I wanted to set up like a jam session with him, and we need to do it. I just get caught up in my business and everything, and now we're having a baby. But yeah, go on his channel and look for some of the stuff he just starts like singing. He's a very talented dude. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna be getting anyone else on here. I haven't even really had dinner yet, guys. And
same here.
It's 9
I've been
o'clock.
munching away at snacks.
How you doing over there, Josh?
Hey, I'm good, man. I did like a 25-mile drive while I was on the podcast with you guys at the last like 20 minutes. That's why I've been like all over the place, and I just got here to some family's house. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Busy
but
man.
I'm trying to be here, trying to not be too dark and everything.
All right. So I mean, I doubt a lot of people were like here instead. Well, I mean, there was a few people here instead of I don't know if they watched what I think the only thing on Thursday nights is Beer Man Burgoyne does something sometimes. So everybody go check out him as well. Thank you for hanging out with us. It was a last minute thing. I think we'll do some more just like random hangouts with match reviews where anybody can just get the opportunity to just come on in here. Let's chat. You know, whoever you are, tell us your story, show us your match, and you'll have the chance for other minds to kind of pick it apart and check it out. Like, subscribe, help build this monster. We're doing this for the community and everything like that. And we're hoping to really get everyone together.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
All right, brothers.
Thanks a lot for hanging out. Enjoy your dinners. And
All right, take care. Good night.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good night.
You too, man. Thank you.